Welcome to the Unraveling the Scriptures channel. They are known as the peoples of the desert, inhabiting North Africa, also called White Africa or North Africa. These peoples have an origin that remains mysterious to many. Since the beginning of their civilization, humanity has sought ways to thrive and live well, but these achievements depend on something equally precious: freedom. Great wars, revolutions, philosophies, and even beliefs have been grounded in this inherent desire of our species to feel free in some way. In North Africa, for millennia, there has lived a people who manifest this desire in a unique way, the Berbers, one of the oldest human groups to inhabit this continent. Today, I invite you to learn about the origin of the Berber peoples, exploring their historical, ethnic, linguistic, and biblical roots. The biblical, ethnic, and historical origin of the Berbers. Where did they come from? The Berbers are peoples who live in the region of North Africa, mainly in Morocco and Algeria, but also in other countries of North Africa, known as White Africa. The term Berber comes from the Latin barbarus, barbarian, the term that the Romans used to distinguish less developed tribal societies from much of Europe and Africa from their own, while they were known by the endonym Amazigh or Amazigan, a term meaning free men. But how did this free people, mainly formed of clans, come to occupy this territory? What is the origin of the Berbers? These peoples even present three ethnic phenotypes, and their origin is, for many, somewhat controversial. They speak a Afro-Asiatic language and include three ethnic groups that make up the Berber tribes. A biblical curiosity is that the original Berbers, the natives of North Africa, are descendants of Mizraim, son of Ham. In other words, the original Berbers are close relatives of the ancient Egyptians, existing to this day. As mentioned, Berbers present three types of ethnicities. The first physical characteristic of many Berbers is their dark skin tone. Many original Berbers, like the Tuaregs, are black peoples who inhabit this region and are the original inhabitants. The Tuaregs or Mwags are a Berber ethnic group composed of semi-nomadic herders, farmers, and traders. Historically, they dominated caravan routes across the Sahara Desert. Predominantly Muslim, they constitute the main population of the Saharan region of North Africa, extending through southern Algeria, northern Mali, Niger, southwestern Libya, Chad, and, in smaller numbers, Burkina Faso and eastern Nigeria. They can be found in almost all parts of the desert. They use Berber languages and maintain a unique script, Tifinagh. Their total population is estimated to be between 1 and 1.5 million across the various countries sharing the Saharan desert. The Arabic word Tuareg originates from the Berber word Targa, referring to the Fazania province in southern Libya. Initially, Tuareg referred to the inhabitants of this region. During the colonial period, the term was adopted into English, French, and German languages. Targa literally means drainage channel and, by extension, arable land, garden, applying to the area between Saba and Ubari, known in Arabic as Bilad al-Khair, meaning good land. Adalberto Alves, in his Dictionary of Arabisms in Portuguese language, suggests that the origin of the word Tuareg comes from the Arabic word rik, meaning raiders or those who desert. There is also a folkloric version associating Tuareg with Tuareg, meaning abandoned by God, possibly reflecting disapproval of animistic practices by Orthodox Muslims towards the Tuaregs. As for how we know that the Berbers are descendants of Mizraim, son of Ham, it's through their language. The Berbers speak languages from the Afro-Asiatic family, called Tamazight. These languages are the only current languages of the Berbers in North Africa and are closely related to Ancient Egyptian, known as Kemet in Ancient Egyptian. In other words, the Berbers, or at least a portion of them, are direct descendants of Mizraim. This explains the linguistic similarity between Tamazight languages and Ancient Egyptian. The Berber languages, or Tamazight languages, constitute a linguistic group composed of 25 or 26 languages belonging to the Afro-Asiatic family. It's noteworthy that all Tamazight languages are strongly related to Ancient Egyptian, indicating their Mizraimite origin. We also observe the presence of Kushites in North Africa, and North Africans in general are descendants of both Mizraim, like the Berbers, and of Kush as well. The second ethnic type among the Berbers consists of those of Semitic origin. Among the Berbers, many are of pure Semitic origin, usually descendants of ancient Ishmaelites, Saudi Arabs, and ancient Midianites. The present-day Saudi Arabia was formerly known as Midian and includes other tribes descended from Abraham and Keturah. In essence, a significant part of the Berbers is of Semitic origin, presenting both Semitic traits and a history of living in the North African region. This is partly due to the Arab conquest of this region and the spread of Islam, which led to the Islamization of North Africa. A curiosity is that with the continuous waves of Arab migrations settling more and more in the North African region, there was constant ethnic mixing. This resulted in intermingling between people of Semitic origin from the Middle East and the native populations of the region, who are of African origin. From this mixture emerged various well-known terms, including in English. For example, the term mulatto comes from the Arabic mawalad, referring to a person born to an Arab father and a foreign mother, in this case, a native North African woman, meaning a black woman with a Semitic Arab man. Islam entered the African continent through North African countries such as Morocco and, especially, Egypt. Since ancient times, Egypt had a strong ethnic affinity with Semites due to the Hyksos. This region was among the first to be conquered by Arab and Islamic expansion, with the Islamic religion being adopted widely. The third type of Berbers in North Africa are those of Nordic or European type, due to the significant presence of peoples of Persian origin in the region. There are Berbers with white skin, blue or green eyes, who are descendants of ancient Persians. It's important to note that Persians are not pure Semites, although some have strong affinities with Semites. Biblically, they are descendants of Madai, father of the Medes, as well as of Persians and Parthians. That is to say, in North Africa there are also Berbers of ancient Persian origin, although these are less mentioned. It is rare to see people discussing in detail each ethnicity of the Berber people in North Africa. Generally, when Berbers are mentioned, the association is made with Semitic peoples. However, Berbers are not only Semitic but also have a significant Hamitic origin due to the native North Africans, descendants of Mizraim and Kush. Additionally, the spread of Islam and the presence of Semitic Arabs in the region resulted in a significant Semitic genetic heritage among the Berbers. Due to waves of Persian migrations to North Africa, Berbers also have genetic affinities with ancient Persians. Therefore, it is common to see Berbers with African features of Hamitic origin, as well as Berbers with lighter skin and light eyes, similar to ancient Persians from Iran, or with a more Mediterranean and Semitic appearance like peoples from the Middle East. Many peoples around the world carry Maghribi or Semitic Maghribi ancestry without knowing it. For example, thousands and even millions of Brazilians, due to their predominantly Portuguese and Spanish descent, ended up mixing with the ancient Moors, who were of Berber and Arab origin, without themselves knowing. Thus, through their Portuguese and Hispanic ancestry, many Brazilians have a significant Semitic heritage due to the ancient spread of Islam. Furthermore, they carry a significant Semitic genetic component from Sephardic Jews. Sephardic Jews, or Sephardim in Hebrew, plural of Sephardi, refer to descendants of Jews originally from Portugal and Spain. The word originates from the Hebrew term for the Iberian Peninsula, Sepharad. They use the Sephardic language, also known as Judeo-Spanish or Ladino, as a liturgical language. These Sephardic Jews had some traditions, languages, habits, and rites different from their Ashkenazi brothers in Central and Eastern Europe, although they still have some genetic proximity. Sepharad was the name Sephardic Jews gave to the ancient region of Iberia, while Arabs called this region Al-Andalus. To learn more about the Sephardic Jews, you can watch another video where we delve into this topic in detail. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave your likes and share it with friends and family. And if you already follow our channel and like our content, consider becoming a membership. This directly supports us and gives you early access to our content for a symbolic fee. May God bless you all, and see you soon.